Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing my brows. I'm just going to fill them in, give some tips and tricks, show you how to clean those puppies up. I'm going to do both of them, not just this one, so you get to see the full effect. So let's just jump right into it. That I usually use on my brows. These are my favorites. I've tried a couple different brow products, but this has been the easiest one for me. It's something easy I got to pick up on, especially since I don't really enjoy doing my brows. That's not something that I want to spend a ton of time on when I'm getting ready. So I decided to drop the money and try it because I heard everyone said it made it so easy. So I went and picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the brow definer in dark brown. On the brow definer there is a spoolie end, and then you also get an end that is chiseled. I don't usually twist it up that far because you really don't need that much product. So what I'll do is I'll typically brush through my hairs, and you want to make sure that your measurements are even for your eyes. If they're not, you can always hit up your local esthetician and they will guide you through the whole brows process. But you're supposed to measure from the tip of your nose, the side of your nose, and make sure you get it straight. This is extremely hard in a camera. Make sure you get it straight. You're gonna start at the end of side of your nose. You're gonna focus it on your pupil, and this section right here where your pupil makes this angle, this should be where the highest point of your arc is. Then you want to take your pencil and put it at the edge of your nose and then the outer corner of your eye, and approximately where this goes is where your brow should end. So you can go through with your definer, your pencil, whatever you use. You can go through and actually like make little marks if you want to. I'm just going to take this and I brush through my hairs just to make sure I get them exactly where I want them. Now they will move because what I do is I brush backwards with this and it'll move some of my brows. And once you get further out this way, go ahead and you can apply heavier pressure if you already have your like line that you're working with. Or you can always just use light pressure and build up from there. Start with your point at the highest point of your arc. And I go downward. Now it's okay if your tip over here is not perfect because we're going to go back and clean it up later. So you can be as messy as you want, as clean as you want. And then I'm going to go through and fill in this little section right here that does not have a ton of hair. And then you can always brush it through so you move the product around a little bit more. And then I usually go very, very lightly at the top. Like extremely light. So you're going to just do the same exact thing. Start really light, light pressure. Measure it out if you want. Make some marks. I personally would advise, if you're a beginner, to go ahead and just map it out. Because in the end, you're going to learn more about your brow structure. And so then like over the years when you know, your hair changes every so often, or like the texture of your skin, or any kind of bone structure, like you grow up and your bone structure changes a little bit, just anything with your brows, this will give you a good idea on how to map it and how to like grow with your face essentially. So I went through and made my light little marks. I'm going to start at my high point. Back brush a little bit. I don't think it's called back brush. I think it's called something else. is it called? I don't know. Anywho, I'm going to brush through them normally. And I usually get really thick on the end, like just by accident. This thing is not extremely thin. But we're going to go back and clean them up anyway, so. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through with my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. I have tried multiple other brow gels and this one just, it wins every single time. And you just go through and comb your brows. Make them set them things in place. And you're just going to comb through your brows. Make sure your finished product is what you want because it is going to be stuck that way. I try not to, I like having like a really cheap drugstore concealer to do my brows because especially if you do your brows like this every single day and you do touch them up, you're going to go through your good concealer so quick. Not necessarily that you use a ton when you do your brows, but it still adds on. And if you're buying like a really expensive concealer and you're low on money or anything like that, just go and buy yourself like a couple dollar concealer. I like to go to Target and get the NYX HD Concealer. It's $4.99. You can't like get concealer any cheaper than that. So I just put a little bit on the back of my hand. And it's really okay if you get a little bit on the outside because, well, in my case, I don't have foundation on yet. So I can go through and like buff it out and stuff. But if you already have foundation on, just use your like a small concealer brush or your beauty blender. Jesus. Your beauty blender or something like that, and you can just go ahead and buff it out. So you can start in the middle so you don't get like a huge clump in the beginning, and then you can work yourself back. Just do like small little strokes because you don't want to like go up too far in the brow. I've had that happen before. It did not look cute. It looked so uneven. And then what you'll do is you'll take that concealer and you'll just bring it down. I'll try to get a little bit better of a close-up. So much for watching. I hope this helped anybody who's a learner on starting to fill in brows or just like needing to know the shape or anything proportional to your eyes. I hope this helped some of you out. If you have any questions, go ahead and just leave a comment below. I will go through and answer anything that you have. I sincerely appreciate anyone who took the time out of their day to watch me do my eyebrows because it's not something that a lot of people want to do. So, thank you guys so much. It means the world to me. Stick around for the next eye makeup look, and I'll see you guys around. Bye!